Edge this Wednesday in Minneapolis. Lawyers for Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and other NFL players are scheduled to ask a judge for an injunction to halt the lockout imposed by the owners. Within the next couple of months, we should know the fate of the 2011 season, but until then, it's a waiting game. And our Paige Pearson tells us that can be frustrating for the players.
All right, ready? Go.
Remember these faces? They're hoping you haven't forgotten, even in the midst of an ugly battle between the NFL owners and the Players Trade Association.
It's definitely kind of put a damper on February 6th and the Super Bowl victory.
Typically this time of year, the Packers are trickling into LAMBEAU Field to watch film and to work out. But because of the lockout, they're having to find places like this, Don Beebe's House of Speed, right here in Green Bay.
Definitely get what you pay for here. I feel like you probably get more than what you pay for. I feel, if you look at all of us and how tired we are.
Brian Balaga heard about House of Speed from Packers strength and conditioning coach Mark Lavatt.
Everybody's running to Tampa, they're running to San Diego, and all these nice warm weather places with the beaches. We're trying to get some of these guys to realize that those same tools are right here in their hometown that they're playing in.
Those tools are also at a fraction of the cost.
Working on your pop back and forth. We're going to do 10 of them real quick.
Defensive end Mike Neal recently spent time training at the Saddlebrook Resort in Tampa.
I mean, it's rather expensive. If you think about going there for 8 weeks, $10,000, and you just repeatedly do that, I mean, who knows how long the lockout's going to be. You can up $40,000 easy trying to stay down there.
So now he's back here in Green Bay, working out with Balaga and tight end Tom Crabtree. Between the three of them, they have 4 years of experience in the NFL.
For us younger players, it's just like, this is our first NFL offseason. What do? You know, what is a regular NFL offseason like?
A typical offseason includes individual conversations with position coaches.
So it's just like you got a guy right here and you're locked in on one-on-one.
Access to the facilities and health care. That's something that's paramount for a player like Neal, who tore his labrum and went on injured reserve in October.
The shoulder's frustrating, as far as physical therapy, what I can do that, who's going to save me the most money. That's all what it comes down to. If I was with the team, I can do it with the trainers and make sure I'm getting the right thing.
So one has to wonder if this trio is still optimistic about the likelihood of a new collective bargaining agreement.
I can't control what's going on with the CBA and the lockout and all that, but I can control what I do, and that's basically just keep working hard. And, you know, I'm preparing like football season's going to start on time. That's how I think you got to approach it.
More about when are we going to get back to football here? That's kind of really the thing that is on my mind. When do we get back to football? When are we going to be back as a team and working for the championship again next year?
The fans are also on their minds, particularly the Packers faithful.
In this town, I know how many people rely on our football season. The economy really relies on the football season in this town, and just the fans in general. And Green Bay love this team, and everyone kind of rallies around it. So just for everybody, we want to get football back up and going again.
It's really unfortunate, and that's what I'm hoping for more than anything, that it gets figured out for the city and for the fans more than anything.
Until a new deal gets worked out, Balaga, Neal, and Crabtree will continue to work here.
We got to be prepared, because you never know when one of these OTAs or something like that, if this deal is over and OTAs start, these guys can get in and get going again, so we want to make sure they're ready.
While House of Speed doesn't have all the bells and whistles, it is leaving a lasting impression.
Dude, attaboy. It's the people that make the training and the relationship that you have with your athletes.
And that's what these Packers are banking on in a time when their future is unknown.
All right, ready, B?
In Green Bay, Paige Pearson, Fox 11 Sports.